student protesters occupied Hamilton Hall at Columbia University on Tuesday morning, demanding that the school divest from investments that support weapons manufacturing and Israel amid the backdrop of the war on Gaza, in which more than 34,000 Palestinians have been killed. University administrators began suspending students who refused to leave Gaza Solidarity Encampment in support of the Palestinian cause. UK-based pharma major AstraZeneca, in a legal document submitted to the High Court in London in February for a group action being brought by 51 claimants, admitted that the vaccine developed with the University of Oxford to protect against COVID-19 may cause TTS in very rare cases of thrombosis with thrombocytopenia syndrome, a rare side effect associated with blood clotting. The Supreme Court cautioned the Delhi police on Tuesday, stating that judicial orders remanding 74-year-old journalist and online portal NewsClick founder Prabir Purkayastha could be rendered invalid if his arrest is found to be unlawful. Mr. Purkayastha, who was charged under the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act, was represented by a legal aid lawyer. The methane concentration in atmosphere increased since 1990, stagnated briefly only to start increasing again around 2007 with recent estimates. The atmospheric concentration of methane today is 3 times what it was 300 years ago. Methane is the second most abundant anthropogenic greenhouse gas after carbon dioxide, has a global warming potential 28 times greater than CO2, and even higher over shorter periods like 2 decades. The World Health Organization launched the Expanded Program on Immunization in 1974 to leverage the then immunization infrastructure and a trained workforce for smallpox virus to expand the benefit of available vaccines. The scope of EPI needs to be expanded, focusing on zero-dose children, addressing inequities in vaccine coverage, and offering vaccines to adults and the elderly. BJP alleged of Congress plans to reintroduce inheritance tax laws that could affect even the poorer sections to counter poll promises of direct cash transfers of 1 lakh rupees per annum to a woman from every poor family and holding a financial survey to address wealth distribution and inequality. The Supreme Court has formed a 9-judge bench to interpret if material resources under Article 39(b) include private resources. India's 8 core infrastructure sector's output growth moderated to 5.2% in March from an upgraded 7.1% uptick in February, with high growth in cement and electricity production offset by contractions in fertilizers and refinery products. The ICI measures the combined and individual performance of production of 8 core industries, namely cement, coal, crude oil, electricity, fertilizers, natural gas, refinery products, and steel. The Securities and Exchange Board of India is making it mandatory for asset management companies to have an institutional mechanism for deterrence of potential market abuse, including front-running. Front-running refers to trading in a stock or any other financial asset while having insider knowledge of a future transaction. The fertilizer subsidy in fiscal year 2023 to 2024 has exceeded revised estimates by over 6,500 crore rupees. The difference between the delivered cost of urea at farm gate and net market realization by the urea units is given as subsidy to the urea manufacturer importer by the government. The rise in input cost and operations cost, mainly on account of an increase in natural gas prices, led to the increase in subsidies. The Supply Chain Act that took effect in Germany in January 2023 requires companies to take due diligence procedures to monitor suppliers' human rights practices and environmental standards, put pressure on small and medium enterprises struggling with bureaucratic burden.